Hello everybody, it is Monday, April, I think it's the 20th. Yes, Monday it is April the 20th, and I have some good news to start off this vlog. We all saw that last week, I ended the week kind of like on a bit of a down note, just going through the range of emotions that comes with distance learning. And that this week started kind of a new layer that needed to be added. And so today was my first day with that new layer added. And I am happy to report that I had a meeting. It was just a check-in, and I hosted it for both classes at the same time because it really was just kind of a check-in meeting to make sure they knew what to do for the week. And I think at one point I had 28 students attend, and it just gave me the little boost that I needed to continue to go through teaching in this manner. So I was very excited about that. It went well. Like, I got through the slides to show them what I wanted them to see. I also showed them a little video clip that explains what the census is I found on YouTube, because we're going to be reading a Newsella article on the census tomorrow, so I wanted to give them a little bit of background information coming into that. I showed them the assignments posted on Google Classroom, and then I also showed them that I had created a calendar for them, so that was good. And it was just nice to interact with them. Like, there were some kids I had not spoken to since the 13th that showed up, and so we had just fun catching up and all of that. So that's good news number one. Number two is I remembered that I wanted to share with you the jewelry that I got from Ana Luisa last week. So I got a package last week from Ana Luisa, which is a New York based jewelry company that sells like jewelry that really just ranges in prices. You can find things as low as $39, and if you're looking for things a little bit more high end or a little bit more pricey, they have that as well. But they reached out to me and offered to send me some items, so I got to pick out 3 things. So what you're looking at right now is the first thing that I picked out. And when I was picking out the jewelry, I was really trying to pick things that I don't have anything like it in my collection right now. But this piece right here is very similar to something that I have already, but I just have found that I really am starting to like just like really delicate jewelry. So this is the first item that I know I put on my list. I just love the way it looks with shirts. It's just like a nice little touch of gold. It's not too small, it's not too big. So this was the first item that I picked, and I've been wearing it all day. I know that I'm not wearing the most amazing outfit right now. I'm literally in a t-shirt that's wrinkled. That is what I like to call quarantine chic, and a jacket because I'm cold. But I just wanted to try this on because I hadn't had a chance to try them on and see like how it hung, what it looked like, and I love it. That's the first thing that I picked. The second items that I picked are still in the box. So it comes in this nice little box here. Everything was well packaged and well presented. So it comes in this box here, and I'm gonna put you guys down so I can open it. So came just like that, and each piece was individually placed in one of these little pouches. So I'll definitely save these pouches so that I can protect the jewelry. But the next thing I picked out, this is probably one that I am like the most excited about because I don't have anything like this. So this was definitely a piece that I said, let me get that, because I've never purchased or picked up anything like this, but I think it would be a good thing to have like just in my collection. So again, it's just a necklace. It has a little pearl detail at the end of it. It is about the same length as the necklace that I'm wearing now, so it's not too long, it's not too short. And as far as what I would wear this with, I think like sometimes when you're just wearing like a very basic shirt that has kind of like a scoop neck, a lot of times this is something that looks really good with it. So although I'm not really getting all dressed up nowadays because I'm in the house, like just imagining what outfits I'll wear next school year and thinking about how I can wear this with different things and try things that are a little bit outside of what I would normally do, I'm really like excited about that. So I got this piece here. That was my second choice, and again, really excited. I think their goal, I was reading up on them, their goal is to create jewelry that has like no carbon footprint by the end of 2020 and to continue to be able to do that going forward. So if you're into sustainability and you're into environmentally friendly companies, this is definitely a place you want to check out, and I'll absolutely link their website in the description box. But this next thing is probably the thing I'm most excited about because I don't have anything like this, and I've really been getting into earrings the past few months because if you leave it up to me, I will just always put a pair of hoops in my ear and like call it a day because they work with everything. But every time I wear new earrings that are like outside of that or outside of my norm, then I really think to myself, I need to do this more often. I need to like really up my earring game. So I picked out a pair of earrings. So I'm gonna put you down so I can show them to you. And they are these here. So these are the earrings that I picked, and I'm just really excited about these because I don't have anything like this. I love the fact that there's some gold and white and blue. I love this color blue. I don't know that I have anything that's in this color, but now I have an excuse to buy something that will match these earrings. And I'm actually gonna try these on because I wanna really see what these look like on. So I'm not gonna take the plastic off yet because I wanna preserve them. But they had these in this size, and then they had a pair that looked just like this but were smaller. And I was a little nervous, like I almost got the smaller ones because I thought, are these gonna be too much? But I don't think so. Oh yes! Now, I mean, obviously I look like a hobo right now because none of this goes together, but just imagine this with like an outfit and some touches of blue, and they're not heavy at all. They're actually pretty light, and I just feel more fashionable wearing it. So that was a third piece that I picked. And I know that I'll definitely revisit the site because they are actually having a sale right now, and Mother's Day is coming up. And they did let me know that they're having a sale where if you buy one item, you get another item for 35% off, and there is a promo code that I'll also link in the description box if you're interested. And so that's gonna be for Mother's Day, which is coming up, because I saw quite a few pieces that I liked, but I had to like narrow it down to my top 3. So again, the company's name is Ana Luisa. This is from them, the earrings I just showed you, and then the necklace. And there's just like a wide variety of items to choose from in terms of price point. They are based out of New York. So if you want to, you know, during this time support local businesses or American businesses, this is one way to do that. And then Mother's Day is coming up. This would be the perfect time to like check them out and send something over to your mom or someone who is a mother figure in your life, and maybe pick up something for yourself too. So, all in all, I'm having a great Monday. I'm just super excited that I had kids show up. Tomorrow will be a bigger test because tomorrow I'm actually teaching something live to them. I think the odds are going to be in my favor. What I did decide to do is I did tell them that I was going to be giving them credit for attending these meetings, and that I won't take attendance until the very end, so that kids can't show in and say I'm here and then get credit and then leave. So tomorrow we're going to do a little reading on Newsella, and then we're going to play a Kahoot game, and I'll definitely try to remember to show you that, so just so that you can see. And we're going to do that through a Google Meet session. So that's it. Had a good class. Got to open up my jewelry, try it on. I love it. And now it's time for me to go eat something and relax for a minute.
Displayed direction.
Hello, you guys. It is almost 7. I am actually on my way to a former student's house. I'm just trying to figure out what this truck here is doing in front of me. To a former student's house. Yesterday was his birthday. He's in the 5th grade. I had him when I taught 3rd grade 2 years ago. And yesterday was his birthday, and his mom sent me a text saying to me and other family members and friends, saying that it was his birthday and that she was inviting us to come by their house yesterday afternoon to kind of just stop by and wish him a happy birthday. I missed that text message because my phone was turned off, and I was just ignoring any kind of message yesterday for a period of time, so I didn't see it in time. So I'm going over there today to wish him a happy birthday, give him a little card, and say hello. This is a family that has checked in on me quite a bit. She even brought me Easter dinner on Easter, and I feel like there's something else she did. I just can't remember, but they're always checking on me, so I had to make sure that I found some time to go wish him a happy birthday. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. Since the last time you saw me,
then turn right.
I didn't eat lunch. I ate a snack. Well, I ate something. I ate a bagel with egg, but that was my first meal, so we can call that brunch. And then I just ate a snack just now, and probably one too many Sour Patch Kids. And I took a nap because I was tired, and that's pretty much the most exciting bits of what I've done since we last spoke. When I get back, I'm going to
the second road, then turn right.
I'm going to cook dinner and make sure I have everything I need for tomorrow's lesson. So not much else is going to happen today.
Please turn right.
So I don't know. Hello. It's 8:30. I just finished cooking dinner, which shame on me because it's, kind of late for dinner. But I just not just got back. I went to wish my former student a happy birthday, gave him his card, talked to him and his mom for a little while. So, that delayed me, but for good reason. And then I came home and I cooked a Blue Apron meal. I threw the card away, but it's like Spanish spice tilapia and some vegetables. So this is what I'm eating tonight. Obviously, these are my leftovers for tomorrow. I struggled with that recipe because I have gotten backed up on my Blue Apron orders for a variety of reasons. And this is one of the older recipes that I've had. And so, like, the red onion had gone bad, and there was something else I had to throw out. The green beans. Like, I had to buy a pack of green beans when I went to the grocery store today. So, I'm getting ready to eat that and probably watch Good Girls, which is a show, if you don't watch that, I would recommend it. It's on NBC. It comes on Sundays. I think this is season 3. I watched season 1 and 2 on Netflix and really liked it, so I've been watching it. So I'm gonna probably watch that right now, and then when I finish, I think, I'm gonna have probably a little dessert because I feel like I have to have dessert every night now. That's one of the side effects of quarantine. And then I think I'm just going to read. I have to get up a little bit earlier than normal tomorrow, so I'm just gonna kind of wind down. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this Monday. I'm just thankful that I had a positive day again in terms of more student attendance. Now, mind you, I had 28 students show up to that session, but that was one session for both my homeroom and my switch class. So still, that is almost like 50% of all the students I have in total that showed up to that. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, because it could have been like, for some of them, the draw was just knowing that both homeroom and switch were going to be doing this session together. But hopefully that's not the case, and they will show up tomorrow for their little session with me. So that's it. I gotta feed the dogs because Genesis is looking for food in that bowl right now. So I will talk to you Tuesday. I am on a break in between my task of things to complete. It's about 10 o'clock and I'm getting ready to go on a run, which I really don't feel like doing. I haven't gone on a run in days. I think Wednesday may have been the last time I actually did run. But I'm forcing myself to go out to do it today because I need to, and I'm eating candy and ice cream, so we gotta like mitigate that problem. And I do always feel better when I finish. It's just the act of getting there that is difficult. So I'm just gonna run 2 miles today because I need to be ready for my first session today, which is at 11:30. It's about 10 o'clock right now, if I didn't already say that. So I'm just gonna do a quick 2 miles, go home, shower, eat something, and then do those 2 sessions. So I have one at 11:30 and then one at 1:30. And then I have a break in between. So I'm gonna try and show you what I planned for today in that break. So I'm I'm just really not in the mood to do this, but you do what you gotta do. So I finished. I ended up running 2.5 miles, and it took me about 27 minutes. And according to my watch, I was running, it was taking me 10 minutes and 50 seconds to run a mile. Probably a little less than that because there are times where you have to like stop at the crosswalks, but I'm glad I did it. I feel better about myself, and I'm ready for the rest of the day. So, but for sure I will check in either in between my 2 classes or after I'm done, just to kind of show you what I planned, and also to let you know whether or not I had better attendance today, now that this is like an actual session where something is being taught. And the district, I don't know if I said yesterday, but the district sent out a new message to parents and families where they are no longer calling the work optional, in the hopes that that increases student participation. So it'll be interesting to see if those 2 things combined worked. So either way, I'll let you know how today goes. All right, it is now 12:21. Technically, I'm still in the office hours portion of my class session today, but no one's there. No one seems to need anything. So the lesson that I taught, the lesson that I taught lasted about 30 minutes, which was exactly what I intended for it to happen. So the way that I have it structured is the first 30 minutes of the class session is devoted to me like teaching something or reviewing something with the class. And then the last half hour I stay on for any sort of assistance that students need if they have questions, want to work on something together. And so today for attendance, I had about 17 students attend, which is way better. So that's about 10 more than what I've had in the past few weeks. And so I'm just going to show you what we're doing, or what I did with this class, and what I'll be doing with my switch class in about an hour. So I'm going to flip this camera around. So this is the Google Classroom page that I created. So I scrapped the old ones I had and just made one for each class. One of the things that I added over the weekend was just use of the calendar. So I always knew there was a calendar on Google Classroom, but I just never used it for whatever reason. But I know with this kind of situation, some kids are having a hard time managing themselves. So I just thought I'd put this up here as like a suggestion of how they can kind of pace themselves throughout the week. So today is Tuesday, so they knew that they had a class session and that we were going to talk about the history of the census, which was a Newsella article that we read together, and then we played a Kahoot game based on that article. And right after that were office hours from 12 to 12:30, which is what I'm in now. And then that starts over again for switch. So anything that's in green is switch class, anything that's in yellow is my homeroom class, and they're just basically duplicates of each other. So today they logged in, and we read this article together. Now, before we read the article together, I decided to show them this vocabulary video first that just goes over author's purpose. So I'll play a little bit of it for you now.
Why do writers write? We got 3 reasons. Let's go.
So that video goes over the 3 purposes of writing: to persuade, to inform, or to entertain. So I played that for them, and I said, now I'm going to read this article for you, and I want you to identify what is the author's purpose. So I read it to them. I thought I was projecting it to them, but I think I wasn't. So they were really just listening to me read, which is not my best teaching. And so I asked them afterwards, what was the primary function? And I said, there should be at least one of those categories that you could probably just kind of eliminate, because newspaper articles are not typically made to do this, like your standard newspaper article. So they knew that, okay, we could probably eliminate entertain for the time being. And then they were left with persuading or informing. And so one kid that I called on thought it was to inform, and I asked him why, and he gave some reasons. One thought it was to persuade, same thing, I asked him why, and he gave some reasons. And then we just spent some time really looking at the fact that the article really had little bits of each type of language. There was definitely a part of the article that was kind of entertaining, because it talks about how in the United Kingdom some people mark their religion as Jediism. or Jedism, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And so I said that might be considered entertaining to someone if that's what they happen to be in. Then there was definitely sections where it was just informing you of the census, the history of the census, how it's evolved. And then there were some statements that were persuasive in nature. So we talked about all those, and I said, now, although it has elements of each, there is one overarching type of language that's being used here, and it was really to inform the reader. So we talked about that, and then we played a Kahoot game that I got nervous about because I couldn't find it there for a second, that I designed based on the article, and I just used the questions from Newsella and turned it basically into a Kahoot game because I just thought that would be more engaging. So they played the Kahoot game, and the student that won got 1 pass for 1 assignment this week that they won't have to do. And then that was really it. So I said, okay, the class session or the teaching portion of this session is over. I'll be staying on if anyone has any questions. We did ask for one student in particular to stay signed on because the RSP teacher and I wanted to talk to him a little bit. And then that was it. They had a couple questions here and there. I answered them, and then they left. And so now I'm just here. And then I talked to the RSP teacher for a little bit again afterwards. But now I'm just here for the last few minutes, making sure no one jumps in. And then I'm going to eat because I haven't eaten yet, and be back up here for the 1:30 session. So I'm happy to report that more kids showed up, and not everybody, but you know, that's a big ask to have every 8th grader show up to this. So that's good. I don't have any complaints about the progress that I made in terms of attendance. So hello everyone, it's Wednesday evening. Actually, it's about 6 o'clock. This is my first check-in for the day. Wednesdays I don't have online classes, so it's just a day to like work on other stuff that I need to take care of that doesn't involve me being in a Google Meet. So far today I ran 3 miles, which was challenging today because it was warmer. 8, I talked to my sister for a little bit today. I talked to 1 student and 1 parent in regards to our plans for them and their child next year. I texted with my assistant principal. I just sent some information over to my administrators and just a lot of like administrative tasks like that, not to bore you with it. Right now I'm getting ready to go on a walk with the dogs, and then I'm gonna come home and I'm going to make a Blue Apron meal, which I think is ground pork burgers and potato wedges. So I'm kind of excited about that. And while I'm on this walk, I'm gonna really have to do some deep thinking because I am this close to getting myself a Peloton bike. And I keep going back and forth because if you watch my financial videos, you know that I'm really focused on doing a low spend year and beyond if necessary, in the name of like paying off and not paying down, really paying off debt as I go. And so the hard part is that if I get this Peloton bike, I am going to incur debt. It's interest free because you can get the bike and have 3 years no interest. So there is that. And like the little financial angel in the back of my head is like, no, don't do it. But then the other side of me that's really just being realistic about how I'm feeling and how I'm managing and what is going on in the world right now is like, you know what? We don't know when you're going back to Orange Theory and what that's gonna look like. And this is something that you're doing for your physical and mental health. So, you know, go ahead and do it. Especially because there's no interest for 3 years. So I'm gonna really go on a walk and think about it. I have downloaded the Peloton app because there is a 90-day free trial. My phone is over there because in the process of looking up this bike and researching things, I didn't know, but there are other features to the app that involve different types of workouts. So there's like yoga classes, meditation classes, strength training classes, weightlifting, outdoor running, indoor running, and I think that's it. So it does come with quite a few things, and that's a separate amount of money that you have to pay if I were to get the bike. because there is a monthly membership fee. But I'm really thinking about doing it just because I don't have any fear. That's not the best angle. I don't have any fear. My arm is hurting, sorry. I don't have any fear of getting this bike and then Orange Theory opening and me not using it, because I used to take spin classes very frequently in the past. So I just don't know. Like, I feel like I'm standing on an edge of a cliff and I'm either gonna jump off that cliff or turn around. And it's feeling more like I'm gonna jump off the cliff than turn around, just because I feel like there's no end in sight with the current living situation that we are in with the coronavirus. So I'm gonna think about that while I'm walking the dogs. When I get home after I cook, I have to work on a timeline for leadership applications and figure out how we're going to do that. We know that it's going to be online, but I need to make sure that the stuff that I worked on earlier in this whole school is closed process works and all of that. I need to look at that and make sure everything's in line. So that's really it. Nothing else really to report. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say. So I'm getting ready to, oh, I know what I can do just to show you something else. I did go to Starbucks today because it was a nice day. It was in the 80s today. And I don't know, normally I try and keep my Starbucks runs to Fridays, but I felt like I deserved Starbucks just because it was a nice day, and I'm just trying to manage things in distance learning. And sometimes little things like going to Starbucks on an unexpected day helps. So I got this package in the mail also. This came from Megan. This is a birthday present that she had sent to me earlier, but it got lost in the mail. So she sent me this nice little card. And it just says, "Happy birthday, Latanya. I'm bummed that your original package got lost, but here's a quarantine self-care kit. Hope it brightens your day. Love, Megan." And it certainly did. So she got me these earrings from Universal Thread, which is a line at Target. Very cute. Some hand sanitizer, which I absolutely need, from Bath & Body Works. And this is a makeup kit, or a brush kit. So I'm really excited about this. I will probably save this for when I travel, whenever that happens again. So I'll save it for those purposes. And then she got me this really cute sweatshirt that she has, but I think hers is like green. And you can't tell, but the sleeves are kind of like fancy sleeves for a sweatshirt. And then this cute mug. So that was really nice. It really brightened my day to get a piece of mail, a package. I had some Starbucks. I got out on my run even though I didn't want to do it. So I feel like it's been a positive day of quarantine life and distance learning. So I'm gonna go walk the dogs. I might take a little bit of footage of me cooking. If you guys enjoy seeing that footage, let me know and I will include more of it. I know I used to do that a lot more frequently in the earlier days of me vlogging, and then I just stopped for some unknown reason. But I've had a couple people say they like to see it just because they like to. So if you like to see it, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section, and then I'll include it more frequently if you do. So I'm gonna head out before it gets too late and I get too lazy, and I'll probably talk to you tomorrow if I don't vlog my cooking. So I don't know. Where's my phone? Okay. I'm home. I took the dogs on a walk. I was out a little bit longer than I expected because I stopped for a little bit and talked to my neighbor, who actually is someone I knew before she moved over here. And so that delayed me getting back in the house. So I'm currently getting ready to cook my Blue Apron meal, and we might have to make some changes. So I'm having a pork burger and potato wedges. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to watch this episode of Small Doses with Amanda Seales, who is this person there. She's talking to Issa Rae. I'm really happy to see this because if you follow Amanda Seales or know who they are, like Issa Rae created this show called Insecure on HBO, which I absolutely love. and I love those two individually. And there was like this controversy that almost made it sound like the two of them didn't get along. And the fact that they're doing this together tells me that they do in fact get along, so I don't have to worry about that. But the problem is that this says that I'm either gonna get some golden, when it focuses, some golden or sweet potatoes. I have sweet potatoes, which I absolutely positively hate. So I'm not going to make the sweet potatoes, which means this recipe is probably going to be shorter for me than it says, because it says 30 to 40 minutes, and a good portion of that, this lighting again, the kitchen lighting, a good portion of that is probably going to be roasting those potatoes, which I won't be doing. So what that means is I'm going to substitute the potatoes with some real French fries from a local burger stand, and I'm gonna text my neighbor right now to see if she likes sweet potatoes, because I don't want them to go to waste, but I know I won't eat them. So I'm gonna text her right now and then probably take a little footage of me cooking, and that'll be it for the day. So I'll probably, I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna talk to you. I might talk to you when I finish, or I might just show the footage and just have it be like silent clips and talk to you tomorrow. But you know, we'll see what happens. You must miss him.
Look at the camera, like his head is too big to fit the camera.
It's okay if you miss him. You don't have to be shy about it. I miss my friends too. Okay, so we're gonna get started. If I didn't call your name and you're here, let me know. But again, I will call attendance at the very end to make sure everybody's stuck around. Okay, so I just need you guys to mute your mic. Unless I'm directly asking you a question, just so that it doesn't interrupt everything. So today we're going to talk about text structure, and we're going to specifically talk about text structure in relationship to informational text. So the way it's going to go is I'm going to show you a vocabulary video that tells you about the different types of text structures you could see in informational text. Then we're gonna do a read and respond activity to make sure that you can identify those types of text structures when you see it. And then I'm gonna show you the intro portion to the Study Sync assignment that you guys are gonna be doing. And some of you, I will ask you to stay on because I'm gonna do it with you along with Miss Ellis. And then some of you, you have the option of staying on if you wanna do it with us, or you can log off and do it independently, just making sure that you know that that Study Sync assignment has to be done by 4 o'clock tomorrow. And in addition to the Study Sync assignment, there's a vocabulary quiz that you're gonna take. So, I'm gonna present my screen. We're gonna watch the vocabulary video first, then we're gonna do the activities, and I'm gonna call on you guys like one at a time just so that we have multiple people participating, okay? Does everybody see my screen? Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
You know, much like buildings, text, especially informational and non-fiction texts, have to be structurally sound, or else they'll fall over. You feel me? Yeah. Let's get it. Let's go! When you read informational text, you see the pattern and the way that it's written.
Say good morning, you guys. Riley. Say good morning. Jenny. All right then. I will say good morning. Good morning, you guys. It's 10:15 Friday. I've been up for a couple hours. I finished not too long ago. I did a live talk with CJ at Real Rap with Reynolds on Instagram. We just talked about how we're each dealing with distance learning, being quarantined, things like that. So hopefully you checked it out if you follow him. And so now what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to do a yoga session. I don't remember if I vlogged about this yesterday. I know I had the best of intentions, but I'm not sure if I did. So you guys know that I ordered the Peloton bike. That is gonna be here in about a month. But I also downloaded the app because the app is free for 90 days and I kind of wanted to like get acclimated with the app and see all the different things it has to offer aside from spin classes. So I've done a couple meditation sessions before I've gone to bed. I did a like in-house quick cardio session yesterday that was about 20 minutes long. Yesterday evening, I went on my run because the weather. So I did a 20-minute outdoor run using the app, which I really liked. And today, my body is feeling a little sore, so I'm going to do this yoga session right here. So I'm just gonna use the app. I have my yoga mats on the floor. I put 2 down because this floor is a little bit on the not so soft sides. So I have 2 yoga mats, so I just figured I'd give myself some extra cushion. So I'm gonna do that. I think this class is about 45 minutes, but they have shorter ones. I'm gonna try my best to like share my just general experience with the app and of course the bike when all it comes, because I know some of you are interested in that. And because why not? I mean, this channel isn't just about teaching. It should also be about balance, because that's a part of the channel description, and I feel like I talk a lot about teaching but maybe can share some other aspects of things that I try and prioritize in my life, and exercising is one of those. So I'm gonna definitely share the experience with the bike with you guys. I don't know that I'll do like a devoted video. If it becomes necessary or that's something you guys want down the line, let me know and I will. But I'm definitely liking the app right now, especially because it's free. I did an Insta story about it last night for anyone out there that's looking for some options during this time. Like maybe you have a gym membership and you just haven't been able to go. Like this seems like a good option because it's 90 days for free. I think the regular price is like $12 a month, and you don't have to have the bike to have the app. But I really like the outdoor run. It was a 20-minute run, and you literally have someone like coaching you through the run as you're doing it, and playing music. So you don't have to worry about putting a playlist together, blah, 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 blah. You can filter the kind of music that you want. So I did a 90s run and I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna try this yoga class. This was one of the other reasons why I chose to get the bike and do all this, because even though I've had Orange Theory, I've always wanted to do a yoga membership too, but that's just too pricey. Like I've had yoga memberships before, and for like a few sessions, you're paying $100 a month. And so between that and Orange Theory, that just seems like a lot. Although now I'll have Orange Theory in this Peloton bike, but it's less than $100 a month, and I'll pay it off eventually. And it comes with all these other things. That's just me justifying this some more for myself, even though I don't need to justify it because I feel good about my choice. I choose my choice. But now I'm rambling. So I'm gonna do this yoga thing, and then I will probably go pick up Starbucks because it's Friday. And then at noon, Liza and I will be having a Google Meet with a former student of hers, but like her students were my students and vice versa. And this student now goes to the middle school that I've been teaching at, and he stops by every day to say hello and give me some celebrity gossip because that's his thing, and he knows that I like it, and I know that he watches these videos, and I'm not gonna say his name, but he has been wanting to just catch up with the two of us, so we have time. So we're gonna have a Google Meet with him, and we have permission from his mother just to say hello and just check in with him. So we're supposed to do that at noon. And then after that, I really need to work on my leadership stuff today. So let me get to this yoga session. bugs on me. I just came from outside. Oh my God. No. Hello, it is now 8 o'clock. Much later than it should be. I'm getting ready to cook. I just got home from a walk with my dogs not too long ago. And I need to cook. Oh my God, I just really feel like there's a bug on me right now. But there's not, okay. So I'm getting ready to cook a meal from Blue Apron. I'm a little concerned about it because it's curried chicken, and I don't know if I like anything curried, but we're gonna find out. But as far as today, I think the last time I vlogged was this morning. I was getting ready to do the yoga class with the Peloton app, which I did. I need to get back into practice of that because I used to take yoga on a pretty regular basis a few years ago, and the more and more I took it, the more and more flexible I realized I was, and I have lost all that ability. So I just took a beginner course, and I'll probably take that same course over and over again until I get like familiar with the moves and the positions. And then after that, I was supposed to talk to my student with Luisa, but there was a misunderstanding and that didn't happen. So there's that, but I definitely went to Starbucks today and got my Starbucks because it's Friday, and I treated myself to lunch at Waba Grill because I knew I needed to spend the day working like on leadership stuff, and I still have to finish that. I'm not done, but my main focus was I needed to figure out how I was going to do the interviews and get, oh my God, I don't know. You know when you think something's on you and there's not, and then you just feel it even though it's not there? That's where I'm at. So I need to get a timeline together for the interview process, but my biggest concern was just like figuring out like what I want these interviews to be like, because I want them to be action-based. Like I'm really focused on making sure that I get the right kids in leadership. So I reached out to a person that used to be the leadership teacher at my school, but now works for CASA, which is a leadership organization, and she's very helpful. And she put me in touch with some people who provided me some great resources. So I have everything. Now I just need to map it out. And then I got distracted here and there doing this and that and talking to friends. But so I'm getting ready to cook, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. Yeah, so just make sure, I know earlier this week I mentioned I want to make sure that you are aware. The link for Annalisa is going to be in the description box. It is specific to me, I think, so you know, just so they know that you found out about them through me. But again, I want to thank them for sending me those nice little birthday treats, because that's ultimately what they ended up feeling like. And just remember, they have a Mother's Day sale going on. It's going to be buy one, get one 35% off. And there's all different ranges of prices. And I was just on the website again last night because there's still another necklace that I want to get, but I'm trying to be good. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you do that. If you want to, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below, and I work very hard to respond to everybody. And if you're not following me on Instagram, do that as well. And I will be sure to see you guys next week. Until then, talk to you later. Peace out. Bye.